Any suggestions from your end to the corporates in India to ensure diversity initiatives and inclusion policies within their organizations? Because I know Microsoft has a very strong inclusion policy and diversity policy. So any suggestions from your end?
I think, yeah, diversity, inclusion, accessibility, like these are all the way, even like all these programs should not be defined as an additional program and then kind of be delivered. This should be
Very
DNA of
true.
the organization by itself. In the
Very
sense, it should be first practiced internally by everyone in the organization. It should be kind of made as a critical goal for each and every employee in the organization to adhere to, because many a times we ourselves are unconsciously creating those kind of biases. Like even
correct.
then we tell about them, we may think in a day or in a month how many such instances would have been there where we would not have worked as per the record need.
Correct.
So I think it initially starts from within. It goes to the organization. So first the organization should facilitate places for people to begin. In the sense, someone should start something like an begin with an awareness. Like don't go to a larger aspect telling as an organization I will create a program around it, I will bring all, which is all well and good, that will be little later in the stage. Or even if you do that now, is it going to land in the direct impact which you wanted? I don't think it is right. So start from even basic simple thing. You have an organization, you have a set of people, then you first start providing them with first set of things for them to begin with themselves, self-checking them. They are not sure, making providing them with material for learning, reading, etc. Then providing them with a platform to go and experiment it, say to that they are able to discuss with people. I know these are not the direct programs we you had asked me about. You had asked me that how can you create a program to get diversity in the organization, how can you enable people.
No, no, please.
But
This is all
even
good to
before
hear.
going there, this has to be there. In
Yes,
the sense, without
absolutely.
this,
I'm completely with you.
without this going there is of no point. In the sense, even
Please.
if you create, they will come here and suffer. Like you will only be not able to
Yes.
what to say, support them with what you were trying to create. It will be more around having it but not doing it. So start from basic steps, start from your basic employee, start from your own self. Provide platform for people to ask questions, exchange, make sure that their things are clarified, then provide platform for them to go and experience it, ask them to kind of now demonstrate it. This is first step. Do this, provide it for all the employees, then make your workplace accountable for that. One is person,
Correct.
next is place. Make your workplace, see to that all the things which you are needing for a place to be diverse in nature, have all inclusive in nature, have all been set up. Because there are multiple organizations or might be offices which are set up without being accessible friendly, and then you hire an accessibility related candidate and then you will be struggling. Like that is not the case. It should be more around how you are empowering them, how you have been
Absolutely.
enabling them. That is your first. So first is people, next is environment. Once these both are there and you are confident that this is what I wanted to achieve, then go for programs where you will try kind of getting people into. Again, I will one more thing I wanted to say is don't stigmatize. Like for many a times I see people say that I will do a disability hiring, I will do a kind of an hiring for people with what is a transgender, and but then they will put them in the what to say roles
Back
like
off.
office staff. Then they will become
Back
like
off.
this should not be there.
Correct.
This should never be there. It should also be removed out. Take people on the merit of what their
They
credentials
can
are.
do.
Don't again set up a program for the sake of that. Because I can give one more example, sir. Like for example, people with visually challenged do not have curriculum on STEM and math in the country. In the sense, if you go to schools, you study. If you are a visually challenged person, you cannot get that kind of training which is needed for you to land in Microsoft as an engineering person. You cannot
Correct.
come and become a Microsoft professional if you are visually challenged, because of your what to say basics of education system is not accessible for you. So now Microsoft should not tell I don't have enough visually challenged people who can become my employee, let me now only create an job role for front desk employees to be visually challenged and join us. Let me that should not be the case. That should not be the solution we should be taking. Those are the not programs which we should not be doing. Instead you go back and invest in your
Drawing
basic
board.
preliminary education. It's fine. Like if it takes another 10 years for you to get one such candidate And then if he comes and then joins you, and if your goal was met, then that makes sense. I think that's my third aspect. Like employees, workplace, and even if you are doing programs, don't do programs which are very much comfortable for you and then kind of say that I have created a diversity program, I have created an inclusive program, I am able to kind of hire people and put them as salesperson. Not required. You are an organization who are on research, product development. This is where you are generating revenue. See that how can you get people who are not inclusive to be part of your core work. If that is not possible, so what is it to be done to get that possible? Please go deeper and invest there. And we are already doing one such program where we are building computational thinking and mathematical curriculum for people who are visually challenged from class 1 to 10. We are trying to integrate in more than 10 states now across the country, where those governments are trying to offer those programs. Like we have signed MOU with some 6 states already, and we are in the process with others. Our goal is that goal of the program is to say that program, I will say it is successful when there is one person who is visually challenged comes and joins Microsoft as an engineer who is a product engineer. If that happens, then I will say I have done a good meaningful program which is inclusive in nature. This is the goal. I think this should be the focus in creating such kind of programs. Hope I answered your